The air in Las Vegas was electric. It was July 7th, 2025, the night of the Gold Cup final. The stadium was a monster of noise and color, packed with fans from Mexico and the USA. Flags waved, songs echoed, and the energy was incredible. This was more than a game, it was a festival of football. Mexico versus the USA, the biggest rivalry in North American soccer. The USA, defending champions, wanted to keep their crown. Mexico was hungry to reclaim glory. The bright lights made the moment feel even bigger. The world was watching. Every match between these teams adds a new chapter to their fierce history. Tonight, the Gold Cup was the prize. For Mexico, a chance at a 10th title. For the USA, a shot at dominance. The players knew what was at stake. The stadium roared as the national anthems played. Faces were full of emotion and focus. The whistle blew. The final began. The crowd erupted. The 2025 Gold Cup final was underway. Tension and expectation filled the desert air. A classic rivalry was about to unfold. Every fan, every player, every moment was part of something unforgettable. The story of this night was ready to be written. The stakes had never been higher. The battle for North America had begun. The first half started at a blistering pace. Both teams attacked, but the USA looked sharp and confident. Their passing was quick, their movement dangerous. Mexico struggled to keep up, their fans growing anxious. The American pressure was relentless. In the 25th minute, the breakthrough came. A lightning-fast counter, a perfect cross, and the American striker headed it home. The stadium exploded with American joy. The USA led 1-0. Mexico looked rattled, their passes missing the mark. The American defense stood strong, blocking every attempt. The Mexican side of the stadium felt quiet. The dream of a 10th title seemed to slip away. The first half ended with the USA in control. The Americans walked off with confidence. Mexico's players looked defeated, their coach deep in thought. The fans wondered, could El Tri turn it around? The hope was faint, but it was still alive. The second half would demand something extraordinary. Mexico needed a miracle. The stage was set for a dramatic comeback or heartbreak. The second half began with a new fire. Mexico returned to the field transformed, full of energy and determination. They pressed the USA, winning the ball and connecting sharp passes. The Mexican fans found their voices, pushing their team forward. Mexico attacked relentlessly, forcing mistakes from the American defense. In the 65th minute, a Mexican midfielder stole the ball and set up the striker. One touch, a powerful shot. Goal! The stadium erupted. The game was tied, 1-1. Momentum shifted. Hope surged through the Mexican supporters. The USA looked stunned, struggling to regain control. Mexico kept pressing, hungry for the winner. With 10 minutes left, a corner kick for Mexico. The ball soared into the box. A defender rose above all and headed it in. Goal! Mexico led 2-1. The stadium was chaos, pure joy. The players celebrated, knowing they'd turn the game around. The final minutes were tense, but Mexico held strong. The comeback was complete. The whistle was near. Mexico had fought back from the brink. The dream was alive. The Gold Cup was within their grasp. History was being made in Las Vegas. The final whistle blew. Mexico were champions. Players fell to their knees, some in tears, others in wild celebration. The coach hugged every player. They had done the impossible. The trophy ceremony began. One by one, the Mexican players received their medals, beaming with pride. The captain lifted the Gold Cup high. Confetti rained down in green, white, and red. The stadium roared, a perfect picture of triumph. Fans sang and danced, waving flags long into the night. This victory was for them, for their passion and loyalty. The party spread beyond Las Vegas, across Mexico, and around the world. Streets filled with honking cars, shouts of "Viva Mexico" echoed everywhere. Social media exploded with memes and videos of the comeback. The celebration was global. This win united millions in joy and pride. It was more than a trophy. It was a symbol of national spirit. The players had delivered a story for the ages. The fans would remember this night forever. The stadium was a sea of green, white, and red. Mexico had conquered the Gold Cup. The world watched as a nation celebrated. Mexico 2, USA 1. The numbers tell the story. The USA controlled the first half, but Mexico owned the second. Possession was nearly even, but Mexico made their chances count. This was their 10th Gold Cup title, a historic milestone. Mexico are now the kings of CONCACAF. This win is a golden star for a golden generation. It's a boost for the future, proof of heart and skill. Young players became champions. Legends were born. The striker's equalizer and the defender's winning header will live forever. These are the moments that make soccer magical. The comeback kings of Las Vegas wrote their names in history. The rivalry with the USA is far from over. Will the USA come back stronger, or is this the start of a Mexican dynasty? One thing is certain, the world will be watching the next chapter. Que partidazo.